So, full transparency, I've already seen this trailer. I saw the leaked one. I actually filmed a reaction of me like reacting to it without obviously showing the video, but I was just like, that's just not. I feel like ethically, that's just not right. So, yeah, I'm gonna watch this new the 4K version of this Avengers Doomsday trailer because listen, I was not going to watch Avatar 3. I watched the first Avatar a couple weeks ago. I'm not into that story, that franchise. Nah, not my thing. So I was definitely not going to see Avatar Fire and Ash just to see this trailer or the. Should I spoil? I mean, it's a Thor trailer playing right now. It's not like that's really a spoiler that he's in the movie. He was announced. So there was a whole conversation about whether or not they would release this trailer or keep it theater exclusive. And lo and behold, they've decided to release it, which means theoretically they should release the Thor one sometime next week. And then there's apparently like two more. You know, there's going to be a new trailer next week in theaters only. And then another one after that, the week after. Potentially like a Doom one, potentially like one that's kind of like a actual teaser of the whole movie. Who knows? But I want to see what there is to see for this Doomsday teaser trailer thing featuring Steve Rogers. Spoiler alert. Let's see what it is, man. Let's do this thing. Yeah. I freaking always forget. All right, here we go. Okay. I want to see if there's any like details that I missed. Okay. I kind of want to. I'm thinking about showing this to like my parents, or at least I don't know, my mother, because I think the last Marvel thing they saw was like Black Panther, but they did see Endgame and Infinity War, so like they know Captain America's old. At least you should know. I like that it has the chainmail look to it, which I never even realized was in Endgame, that he had that chainmail look, like the comics. And there is James Buchanan Rogers, or whatever his middle name's gonna be. That's the rumor anyway. Steve, you fool, man. You done fucked the multiverse doing this shit. Steve Rogers will return in Avengers Doomsday. There it is. They actually did. December 18th, 2026. Where's the countdown? Look at that. Do they have to like update that countdown like every? They got to update that with like every single one they put out. So yeah, there it is. That's what they showed. That's what was leaked. And if you believe rumors, apparently Steve going back to be with Peggy and have a kid, evidently, basically sort of fuck the multiverse. Like it's like the MCU they've had several inciting incidents for like multiversal fuckery, right? Like you had whatever Sylvie did when she killed He Who Remains at the end of season 1, which seemed like, oh my god, shit's branching, it's all fucked up. But then season 2, Loki immediately went and he like fixed that. So it was just like, okay, it's not that. Yeah, Spider-Man in No Way Home, you know, with his wish or whatever, bringing together all the different multiverses, all the people who knew Peter Parker was Spider-Man. And, of course, Doctor Strange contained that. So it's not that. And then there might have been something else. I mean, there is a rumor that, you know, with Monica Rambeau being sent to the X-Men universe, that is fucking things up. You know, you got Wanda going over in Multiverse of Madness to Earth, what is it called, 838 or whatever? And dreamwalking, and then Stephen Strange, he dreamwalked. Like, that could be, it's a whole lot of inciting incidents, but apparently the main one that is the reason that Doom is even here is Steve Rogers went back in time to be with Peggy, had a kid, and that caused an incursion in Doom's universe, in his world, and it messed everything up. So yeah. Steve Rogers will return in Avengers Doomsday. Of course, this sent people into a blaze, into a fury, a blind rage on Twitter. They're like, oh my god, Steve he's gonna overshadow Sam Wilson. Like, is the reason they said they said Steve Rogers will return in Avengers Doomsday, right? They said that at the end. I believe at the end of Captain America Brave New World, it said Captain America will return in Avengers Doomsday. I believe that's what that said. So it's a clear delineation. Sam is still Captain America. Steve is Steve Rogers. It's just like in the comics. They're like, I think there's like an actual comic panel of Steve going like, "Hey, you're Captain America. I'm just Steve Rogers." That's what's gonna happen here. I'm more so worried that Steve could overshadow the Fantastic Four in terms of what Steve's multiversal travel did, potentially directly impacted Doom, and therefore Doom's coming for Steve. I don't want it to be a situation where this is more of a Steve versus Doom movie, instead of like, Fantastic Four versus Doom, obviously with the other characters, the X-Men and all that other stuff, the Avengers, sure. But like, I feel like the core of this story should be a Fantastic Four Doctor Doom thing, especially because it seemed like at the end of Fantastic Four First Steps, he's going to steal their child. He's going to steal Franklin. This should be more of a Fantastic Four Doom story. I hope that they are still very much important to the plot. I hope they don't get lost in that. But I do think this is probably like the opening of the movie, honestly. The movie probably opens up on Steve with his baby. Peggy comes, out the kitchen. That's kind of probably, I know it's not like the whole stereotype women cook in the kitchen, but I'm just saying. I mean, they're from that time period, so maybe they're more, traditionalist in that sense. She comes out the kitchen, then whipped out some lunch. They get a knock at the door. Steve answers the door. Dr. Doom's on the other side. It's like, oh shit. That's what I think could possibly happen there. So yeah, man. What did you guys think of this trailer? Did you see the leaked one? Okay, did you see this in theaters for Avatar: Fire and Ash? Did you actually go see that movie? And was it mid or was it actually good? Like, how did you feel about that movie? And how do you feel about Steve Rogers returning in Avengers Doomsday? Which I think this was like reported like a year ago. And it just sort of got brushed under the rug. and everyone lied about it. But anyway, make sure you leave a like on the video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. All right, hit the notify bell so you don't miss out on any new upload. And I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, God. Peace. What the fuck? Oh, shit. I'm leaving that in.